It's time for the A&W Restaurant All-American Game of the Week on Richmond's very own WBON-TV Channel 9, the leader in local sports television. Support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game.
Welcome to Madison Central High School as the Madison Central Lady Indians play host to the Lady Bearcats of Anderson County. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey to bring you some fast action in high school basketball. John, what's up?
Dude, it's good to be at a basketball game, watching these Indians play the Bearcats. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fast night. And is there anything better than women's basketball? I love the intensity. I love how fast-paced it is. It's always a great time to watch some basketball.
We've talked about it often, but the things that always stands out to me is the physicality. They play so rough. I guarantee you could put some of these high school boys out here and they just wouldn't be tough enough to handle it.
You're absolutely right. The physicality of these teams are incredible. I love watching them play, and I think we're going to be in store for a good game tonight.
Should be a fast game. Both teams shoot a lot of three-point shots. Nearly 40% of the attempts coming from behind the three-point line for both teams. Anderson County comes in with a record of 13-1. Very impressive record so far, winning most of their games, shooting 35% from behind the three-point line. That is up there with college teams shooting from behind the arc. And I know you've been watching them in warm-ups here, and it looks like they figured these rims out here in Madison Central.
They sure have. Their leading scorer for the Bearcats, Lainey Johnson, averages a little over 20 points per game. And in the brief time I was watching her, she was hitting I think she hit 11 of 14 in her three-point attempts, and she is just Miss Automatic.
Yeah, she has certainly made her fair share of those. She's shooting 38% from deep this season. Second leading scorer on this team is Jenna Satterley, averaging 18 points a game. So really kind of a two-headed monster over there for Anderson County. They do have a good supporting cast, but those two individuals put up the majority of their points each game. Madison Central coming in with a record of 6-7. Always play a tough schedule, a lot of new names on this roster, but they certainly came to play, and they will shoot three-pointers a lot as well. Their leading scorer coming into this game, and very balanced offense here. Natalia Strader coming in with 13.3 points a game, Brittany Campbell at 11, and Cameron Rederikoff with 9.9, as well as a host of other Lady Indians adding to the scoring totals there. As far as percentages, Rederikoff shooting 31% from behind the three-point line, Strader with 38%, and Campbell with, Brittany Campbell with 35% are their three leading shooters there. They also, both teams shoot really well from the free throw line. That's a kind of a lost art, I think, in high school basketball. You see them get a little better when they get to college, but Madison Central shooting nearly 70%, and Anderson County coming in shooting 78% from the free throw line. So
yeah, Jenna Satterley coming in hitting almost 90%, 87.3. She averages about 5 per game. So that's an incredible average from Miss Jenna Satterley.
That's out of 80 shots. That's not like 8 for 10. She has legitimately been knocking those down. Big thanks to our sponsors for allowing us to be here to bring this game. As always, pregame show brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair and the Citizens Guarantee Bank pregame show. With Citizens Guarantee Bank, your accounts are as close by as your phone. Bank anywhere, 24/7. Check your balance, deposit checks wherever you want, transfer funds and more with the MyCGB app. Visit mycgb.com to learn more. John, it is absolutely disgusting outside. It is raining, it is windy, it is cold, but it feels like it's going to be a good time here in the gym.
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams are hyped up, ready to go. I think we're anticipating some snow tonight, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll keep you updated on that if we get in the updates. But yeah, both teams ready to go tonight. Jamie, if I want to talk about some keys to the game with you, brought to you by Jack Burford Chevrolet. You can get your keys to your next ride at Jack Burford Chevrolet on Eastern Bypass in Richmond. You can visit jackburford.com to see their entire inventory. But I'm going to throw you the keys and ask you, what are the keys to this game if you're the Indians?
I think both teams are going to try to get as many shots as possible. Anderson County averaging just over 60 points a game, Madison Central just over 50. So if Madison Central wants to pull this upset, I think they're going to have to shoot the ball well, but also make sure that they are disciplined defensively. A lot of times the players will get an open three-pointer due to a switch or somebody not helping on defense where they're supposed to, or somebody cheating off of their person to try to double team somebody. You've got to stay disciplined, play your responsibility, guard the person you're supposed to be guarding, and then everything else will fall from that. So disciplined defense and fascinating shot making is what we're going to need, as we're handed some pre-game stats coming in. Going to hopefully have some stats here throughout the game. The Madison Central again is 6-7, looking to improve, and Anderson County coming in at 13-1. Got about 18 minutes to tip, so we're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. Come back for more pregame action at Madison Central here on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, or check us out at jackburford.com to see our lineup of dependable trucks and become part of the winning tradition.
Hi, I'm Haley, one of the owners and managers at Just Love Coffee in Berea. Just Love Coffee is a franchise that was set up as a mission of love to help children get adopted. Just Love Coffee is a full-service restaurant that features artisan coffee creations, plus an all-day food menu that includes golden waffles, delicious sandwiches, and filling craveable wraps. Just Love Coffee, a half mile off exit 76 in Berea, in our newly renovated location at 636 Chestnut Street.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
And we're back here at Madison Central High School. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair here on WBON TV as the Lady Indians set to host Anderson County, traveling down on this dreary night outside. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey. John, it's not a fun time to travel to the game, but gives people a better reason to stay home and watch the broadcast, right?
Yeah, I love that we are in the broadcast booth, brought to you by Gateway Cycles. Welcome to Gateway Cycles broadcast booth, which is located in Mount Sterling. When it's time to choose your next ride, you can visit gatewaycycles.com. Jamie, a little bit more about the game tonight. Let's talk about tonight's Star Watch, which is brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Who would you say are going to be the stars that we need to pay attention to tonight?
You know, I mentioned Natalia Strader, Brittany Campbell, and Cameron Raderikoff as the leading scorers of this team. I think in order to win this game, we're going to have to look further down the roster, at least further down as far as the the scoring average goes, and I think you're going to have somebody step up outside of those three. So I'm looking at Eden Carter, Tiana Long, to really make a difference in this game and to be that X factor that comes in and changes things and helps to keep Anderson County off balance for the rest of the game.
Just to piggyback off that a little bit, I think, of course, they've got to get points on the board to contain this Anderson County high-powered offense, but I think defensively they're going to need to step up in a major way this week. Lainey Johnson averaging over 20 points a game. Jenna Satterley right there with her at 18 points per game. Who from Madison Central can step up defensively to contain those two girls?
Yeah, I think Natalia is going to be on one of those. Strader for sure, and Raderikoff. Probably going to see a rotation guarding Johnson. I would think you want to put somebody out there that can expend their full energy to try to keep up with her and to keep a hand in her face, and then just try to keep somebody fresh on her. I think that's going to be really important. So I think we're going to see a rotation of defenders just trying to keep a hand in her face. If you can slow her down as well as Satterley, then you're going to have a chance to win the basketball game.
We talked about it earlier. Lainey Johnson, Jenna Satterley leading the team in scoring at almost 20 points each a game. But then there's kind of a pretty sharp drop-off going down to the number 3 through the rest of the team. About 9 points a game is the highest behind those two. So, yeah, put a hand in their face and let the rest of the team work, and should be a good coaching strategy if you're the Indians.
Absolutely. Make no mistake, the rest of the team will make their presence felt. Led in rebounds by Ella Baum, who's averaging just over 6 a game. A lot of good defenders on this team, and I know we mentioned the 2 leading scorers, but looking out there in warm-ups, there are some others that can shoot as well. So we'll see who can step up for Anderson County here on the road, as both teams out there getting loose, and Madison Central in those long sleeve shirts feels a little warm for that in here. John, what's the temperature?
Yeah, game time temperature is brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air. Currently 40 degrees and nasty outside. I would say it's a nice, cool 73 degrees in here tonight, Jamie.
Okay.
If my internal gauge is correct. This game time temperature is brought to you again by Fayette Heating and Air. Don't get caught in the rain or in the cold. You can take advantage of a new HVAC system installed up to 48 months interest-free. You can call 859-233-0424 or schedule online at FayetteHeating.com.
Looking at the coaching matchup here, this is the second year at Madison Central for Scott True to be the head coach. The Bearcats have had a little more stability going back. I'm looking back through different years of their schedule. Clay Burtwistle has been with this team for 4+ years at this point. I'm still scrolling back through, but a lot of consistency in building this program, and I think that means something. We're here in the beginning of January. I think a lot of the early winter, November, December, is figuring out who you are, and in January you start fine-tuning. The district and regional tournament's going to start next month, so they've got to be ready to start figuring out who they are and to get better at being that, to have a shot in district play.
Speaking of just legendary coaches being at a team for a long time, you know you're a pretty remarkable coach when the current coach's name is embossed on the floor, you know? Like, isn't that pretty incredible?
Can't happen very often.
It can't, but that's incredible, and it speaks to the legacy here at Indians on the boys team. So, yeah, that consistency is very important.
Here on Allen Feldhouse Court in Madison Central. We are about 11 minutes from tip-off. John, this is your A&W All-American Foods Game of the Week. We talk often about how thankful we are for our sponsors, especially those that give us burgers and root beer. So big thanks to A&W All-American Foods for bringing us this Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Mushroom lovers, this one's for you. This is for the beef lovers, too. The onion lovers, the Swiss cheese lovers. If you love all these things, then you're going to absolutely love our classic double mushroom onion melt. Try it now, only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only, so come on in and try some today. Only at A&W.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School. Sorry, typically back at Southern.
I'm glad it was you and not
Super
me.
thrilled to be here at Central, though. Excited to watch this women's basketball team. During our short break there, went back through the history of Anderson County. Clay Birdwhistle has been the coach there since 2014.
That's incredible.
Quite the tenure in his 10th season with this Anderson County team, looking to make a run in the region, and Madison Central's here to knock them off of their pedestal a bit. The 13-1 team looking to build confidence, and Madison Central looking to start to gain some momentum as they go into some more games of district play here.
Only team who's been able to knock them off this year so far has been the county over in Winchester. George Rogers Clark was able to defeat them at some point this season, but 13-1 is a pretty incredible record. Again, the Indians looking to go to 500 at 7-7 if they can pull the upset tonight.
In Madison Central, we mentioned being 6-7. The majority of their losses have been really close games. Just lost today, Tuesday. So this means that the 6th was on Saturday. They lost Saturday by 3 to Southwestern. The end of December, their last game, they lost to Taylor County by 2. Just so many close losses on this Madison Central's schedule. They very well could be 10-3. Like it just a few buckets and their schedule looks completely different. But a lot of these fighting through this hard time is character building, I think.
Right before Christmas, they lost by 5 to Montgomery County. Going back to mid-December, they took on Madison Southern in county rivalry there, lost by 3. So, yeah, very close games. It's not very lopsided losses at all. And I think we're going to see a good game tonight.
Absolutely. That Madison Southern game, the only district game that Madison Central has played so far. So 0-1 in the district. Certainly have more games coming up. They will be at Berea on February 1st. So pay attention for updates about that game as well. We are about 7 minutes from tip now. John, I'd like to just take a minute and give a shout out to all of our sponsors that allows us to highlight these young athletes week in and week out here on WBON. So why don't you start telling us who helps us bring these broadcasts to you?
We ask everyone to please rise.
I'll do that after a quick break after the national anthem.
It always works out like that. We'll take a 2-minute break for the national anthem. Be right back on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Trucking companies are looking for qualified licensed drivers. Get your CDL training at Exodus Driver Training located on Richmond Road, connected to Renfro's Collision in Berea. Take advantage of their flexible training schedule or get your license in just 4 weeks. Exodus Driver Training is your way out of the cubicle, out of staring at the same 4 walls, out of that factory job you can't stand. Your way out to an open road of opportunity. Financing available. Visit excdl.com to learn more or like them on Facebook.
If it won't go down.
Call Mr. Rooter,
the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com. It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School. Lady Indians coming out to Wild Thing here on WBON TV. And now we're going to go straight into Grove Street Party. Some good music since we've been here tonight, John.
Really has been great. Let's talk about some great sponsors. We have Bishop Small Engine Repair. Dude, I'm not getting paid extra, but I am going to plug them. They're coming to pick up my mower tomorrow for that winter special.
I was supposed to call them to get mine too.
$199 gets me basically a brand new mower ready for spring. Go through everything, tune it up. Anyway, Bishop Small Engine Repair, don't miss out on them. Galaxy Bowling, Ace Hardware, Bluegrass Marble and Granite, Whitaker Bank, Jerry Goebel State Farm, Nuevo Vallarta, Citizens Guarantee Bank, Berea Urgent Care, Gateway Cycles, Jones Family Dentistry, Markham and Wallace Hospital, and A&W All-American Foods.
Don't forget about Bluegrass Restoration and Granite, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy, Jack Burford Chevrolet, CT Diesel Performance, Exodus Driver Training, Cumberland Valley National Bank, Chenault Vineyard Lakes Funeral Home in Berea, Amco of Richmond, Kentucky's Farm Bureau, Mr. Rooter, and Fayette Heating and Air. All these great sponsors give us the opportunity to come on to WBON and highlight these young athletes who, John, they work so hard. I remember being an athlete in high school. I use that term relatively. I was on an athletic team. I feel like now the training is so much more intense. The time dedication that they have to put into it. Kudos to those that were able to excel in their sport and academically as well.
Yeah, it's so rigorous now. Like, I remember when I was in school, I played football. It was all fun. The academic schedules for these kids is so much tougher nowadays, and throw in basically a full-time job being on this basketball team. So just shout out to them for their endurance, for their, everything they have to do to play the sport that they love.
Just the second game of the new year for this Madison Central team. Like I said, had a narrow loss to Franklin County on the road on Saturday, and now looking to get their first dub of the year as warm-ups start to wind down. The players heading to the benches and the officials are suited up and ready to go. Getting a few more shots in there. Some upcoming games for Madison Central. The next 2 games are away. This weekend they're going to be at Rowan County and Scott County. They will play host to Lexington Catholic and Montgomery County next week. And again, that district game, February 1st, is going to be down at Berea. So stay tuned to WBON to see what coverage we have there. John, this is our first basketball game of the year. We called every Madison Southern football game this year, kept up with Michael Watkins and the crew covering Madison Central football. It's great to be indoors.
I like it. And the sun's not blaring down on us. Early football season is hot. And we went to some stadiums where I felt like we were just basically staring at the sun the entire game.
There was no air conditioning available.
Yeah. Now, Madison Southern has a nice facility. Central has a nice facility. They always have the air cranking, but
away games,
and it's hit or miss.
The starting lineup here being announced for both of the teams here at Madison Central. Again, the Lady Bearcats of Anderson County in town. The 10th year of head coach Clay Birdwhistle. The second year for head coach of Madison Central, Scott True. Looking to improve on their 6-7 record, trying to get back to 500.
Starting lineups. First for the visiting Lady Bearcats of Anderson County.
Starting for Anderson County. Lainey Johnson noted that she's 6'2". That's
taller than me, Jamie.
Taller than you, and a fantastic shooter. Ella Baum, leading rebounder for this team.
5'7" senior, number 55, Faith Hyatt.
Faith Hyatt starting the game.
Guard, a 5'9" senior, number 10, Claire Cooper.
Claire Cooper.
And starting at point guard, a 5'8.5" senior, number 3, Jenna Satterley.
Jenna Satterley, averaging 18 points a game. Leads the team in free throw percentage as well. Now here comes your Madison Central Lady Indians. We noted it earlier. We had Wild Thing when they came out, played some Inner Sandman during introductions.
Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 21, Natalia Strader.
Natalia Strader, leading scorer for the team.
Starting at guard, a 5'6.5" junior, number 11, Brittany Campbell.
Brittany Campbell at 11 points.
Starting at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 15, Brooke Campbell.
Brooke Campbell coming in as well.
Starting at forward, a 5'9" junior, number 2, Cameron Ritterkoff. And
Cameron Ritterkoff.
5'8" senior, number 22, Olivia Metcalf.
And Olivia Metcalf rounding out the starting five there for Madison Central as we're about ready to get going. Metallica blares, and we are ready to jam as Madison Central breaking out at the middle of the Allen Feldhouse court here at Madison Central. As John mentioned earlier, noting that an existing coach, a working coach, a current coach, having the court named after them is something of a rarity, and it's exciting to see that happen here in our town. And to be able to coach on a court named after you, that's got to be a lot of fun, and I don't know, maybe a little pressure?
A little bit. Expectations are high if your name's on the court.
Ritterkoff set to jump here against Lainey Johnson. And Anderson County is going to come away with the jump ball. Johnson across half court. We noted that she's really the person to watch with the basketball. We'll see how she moves outside of the ball. Take back out to the top of the key. Weave offense here. Little dribble drive, goes up, miss. Rebound by Strader. Crossover into the lane, going to kick it back out. Good ball movement by the Lady Indians. Looking to get on the board first here. Brittany Campbell going to reset the offense. Over to Ritterkoff. To the corner to Strader. Gets into the lane, pump fake. Ball's knocked away and gathered by Campbell. Strader's going to take a three now. Off back rim. Rebound by McGregor. Johnson with the ball. Johnson underneath, misses. Nice defense there on her early on. Brittany Campbell calls for a screen from Metcalf. Goes to the basket, no good. Anderson County looking to push it. Central does a good job getting back on defense. Step back three. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Jenna Satterley.
Drained it.
Ritterkoff driving. Nice pass. Ball knocked away. We mentioned the physicality, John.
I mean, I thought there was going to be a whistle there. It looked like somebody got punched, but maybe I'm wrong.
Satterley blocked out of bounds there by Campbell. Yeah, that was a tough break there for Metcalf going to the basket. And now the Lady Bearcats are going to inbound underneath their own basket. Kick out to Johnson, back to the corner to Satterley. 2 for 2 from deep. She's
Quick
got 6.
6-0 run here by the Bearcats. 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the first.
Knocked out of bounds. And that's going to go the other way. Satterley, we mentioned being a strong shooter as Madison Central looks to apply some pressure here. Satterley shoots 42% from 3, nearly 43%. Cannot leave her open. I think the emphasis may have been on Johnson here and losing track of Satterley, something you cannot do. Strader with the steal up top. She's going to drive. Stops. Short jumper's good. Gets Central on the board.
6-2. Central looking to press again.
Get it into Johnson. She gets past Campbell. She's going to drive. Kicks over. Long three. Rebound by Campbell. Cross half court. Over into the wing. Drives. There's the first foul call of the game. As Brooke Campbell drove to the basket, that foul is going to be called on number 3, Jenna Satterley.
Lady Indians, number 15, Brooke Campbell.
Brooke Campbell goes to the line. First free throw up and off back rim. Shooting 70% on the season, has only 10 attempts before this game. Second free throw, up and good. Back into that press, not giving Anderson County a chance to get in the open court. And they're going to go deep with it. Deep to Johnson. Great defense by Strader. Tries to get over it. Strader had a 3-on-1 against her and stole the ball. She drives all the way into the basket, goes up to the left and misses.
What a great play. If only that could have ended in points for the Indians. Love the hustle.
Satterling around the back, looks to kick it out, gets it to Baum. She's going to reset and give it back to Satterley. Tries to get to the corner and can't. Gives it to Johnson, passes off an open look. Hyatt with it, trying to get Johnson in the post, back to Satterley up top. Campbell's all over her. Really strong defense here by Madison Central early on. Johnson gets into the post, turnaround jumper's good. Nobody can match her height. We mentioned she's a great outside shooter. She can obviously put it in the basket from the paint as well.
If I'm not mistaken, she's only had 2 shots tonight, both trying to be layups. So no shots from the outside so far.
Brooke Campbell gets it straighter. Really thinks about the 3, sides against it. Ritterkoff sets the screen. Strader goes all the way to the basket, up with the left, no good. Gets her own rebound around 4 Bearcats. Really tough play inside there by Strader. The foul's going to be called on number 10. That's on Claire Cooper. Her first, team first.
For the Lady Indians, number 21.
Strader trying to cut into this 8-3 lead off front rim.
Strader playing all over the place, getting her own rebound, taking it down low any chance she gets. She's having a great night. Is it Campbell that's guarding Johnson tonight? She's doing a great job defensively.
Got a couple subs coming into the game here as Strader misses the second free throw. Number 13, Jordan Miles now guarding Satterley. Number 5, Eden Carter in the game as well. Carter's on Johnson, on ball screen. goes up at the free throw line. Hits the shot, timeout, Madison Central. We're going to take it with them. They trail 10-3, and we'll be back after 1 minute on WBON TV.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Coming out of the timeout here, Madison Central with the basketball. WBON TV coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Strader at the top of the key. Looks to get by Satterley. Stops, pops, blocked by Johnson. And Johnson's going to push it. She gives it up court. Left-handed layup is good. Basket there by Faith McGregor. Her first basket of the game. 12-3 lead by Anderson County. Miles hits off the three. Back to Campbell. Miles takes three of her own. In and out. Good looking form there from Miles. Just couldn't get it to fall. Drive to the basket, up and in.
14-3, Anderson County leads. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first.
And this may sound elementary, John, but one team's making their shots and the other one's not. It seems like Anderson County just not missing no matter where they shoot it. And Central having a tough time getting a look. There's a lot of height on this team from Anderson County, and they're using it well, using that length defensively. Ritterkoff hands off to Carter. Back to Campbell. Ritterkoff pump fake, drives into the lane, up and good.
Good move there by Ritterkoff to get some points on the board, make that 5-14. Anderson County leads.
Satterley with the basketball over to Johnson. On ball screen there by McGregor. Claire Cooper hands back off to Johnson. Hard on ball screen, elbow jumper. Bank is open.
I don't know that she can miss.
Campbell over to Miles. Johnson on her. Cross-court pass gets it Strader. Satterling on her. Satterling's already got one foul. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Trying to set something up here as Campbell drives. Kicks to Ritterkoff. Again, good on-ball defense here from Anderson County. Miles looks off an open shot. I believe they're trying to run out the rest of the quarter. Try to get the last shot here. 30 seconds left. Eden Carter with it. Back to Strader. She'll take a three. Off back rim. Barely
just not falling
misses.
For him tonight.
Johnson with the rebound across midcourt with 15 seconds left. Carter on her. Strader cheating off to try to help a little bit. Cheating off of Ella Baum. Johnson crossover, gets into the lane, kicks back out. Cooper with a three, banks it in to end the quarter. The bank's open, and so are we. We'll be back after a 1 minute break for the second quarter on WBON TV.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface.
Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair on WBON TV. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey as the Lady Indians trail the Lady Bearcats of Anderson County 19-5 after the first quarter. John, they just couldn't miss. Like, there's no other way to describe what happened in the first quarter.
We knew this was going to be a pretty high-octane offense by the Bearcats, and it was surely that. And Madison Central doing everything they can to hold off Johnson and Satterley, but just, they couldn't miss their shots. And unfortunately for Central, nothing falling for them tonight. They have some good looks, just nothing's falling in the basket for them.
Rebound by Johnson. She penetrates into the paint, goes up. For her first miss of the game, I think, maybe her second. Rebound there by Baum, and it's going to be a jump ball back to Anderson County. I think they banked in 2 threes and a couple other jumpers.
Right before we left for the timeout, which was brought to you by Mr. Reuter.
Ball knocked out of bounds, and that's going to go to Central. Good defense there on the out-of-bounds play. Again, the length of Anderson County playing a role. Central not getting a ton of good looks, and the open looks they have gotten, John, they've just barely missed. Ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with Madison Central. Tiana Long now in the game for the Lady Indians, as well as Skylar Collinsworth getting some time. Miles over to Carter. Nobody on Carter. Kicks it over in the corner. Miles step back. Long drives. Kicks back to Miles. Into the corner with Metcalf. She's going to drive, get underneath, loses the ball. Johnson's going to push it for Anderson County. Open look from 3, off front rim. Good job following your shot there. Johnson misses as well. Another rebound by McGregor there, and she's fouled going up for the shot. Foul's going to be on 22, Metcalf. Abigail Wells there, number 4, shot a 3 and did a great job following her shot to get another possession for her team. Second free throw attempt on the way. And she goes 1 for 2. Got a sub coming in. Cooper coming back in for Anderson County, and that was Faith McGregor with the free throw to push the lead to 20-5. Miles brings it across the timeline. Collinsworth. Really tight defense there from Anderson County. Miles has Johnson playing off of her. Barely missed a 3 earlier, looking to get in the paint, kicks it out. Looks off the shot, gets it to Carter in the post. She goes up and in. Really great drop step move there for Carter. Madison Central up to 7. Collinsworth's going to meet Satterley at the half-court line. Cooper with it on the wing, looking to get it into the post. Backs back out to reset. Great backdoor cut there by Johnson. She gets underneath, misses, fight for the rebound, and Carter comes up with it. Central looking to gain a little momentum. Carter is going to drive from the other end, go all the way to the paint, kick back out to Miles for three. Just off back rim, rebound by Satterley. Really good ball movement and good look there. Johnson. Oh. Carter called there with a foul. And McGregor is going to have the chance to go for a three-point play here. Really good job of hitting the offensive glass there by the Lady Bearcats. Starters back in the game. Except Miles remains for the Lady Indians. Free throw no good. Rebound by Strader. Campbell into the corner. Back over to Miles. Gets into the paint. Campbell goes up, and she's fouled. Campbell's going to go to the free throw line for the second time today. That's the second foul on Satterley. We'll see if coach decides to give her a break. Up 15 here in the second quarter, and he's going to do just that. Brooke Campbell, nothing but net. Faith Hyatt coming back to the game. Madison Glass seeing her first action for Anderson County so far tonight. Second free throw, off back rim, 22-8. Just under 4.5 remaining here in the first half. Madison Central having trouble getting matched up. Finally get it figured out. They get into the post. Johnson kicks back out to Glass. Short on the three. Johnson with the rebound. Fouled as she goes up. That's going to be called on Ritterkoff, I believe.
Central's coach not liking the effort there. Nobody went up for that rebound, just stayed on their feet trying to get the ball to come to them instead of going to the ball. Coach letting them hear about it.
Yeah, they were in position, just didn't put a body on them. That's what the Little League team I coach. I don't say it. I mean, yes, watch the ball, read the ball. Find a body. Put your body on theirs, and they have to go through you to get to the ball. Nobody put a body on Johnson there. Misses both free throws. It's going to be a foul on Glass underneath on the rebound.
Foul on the Lady Bearcats, number 11, Madison Glass.
23-8.
Girls listen to coach during that free throw and put a body in between and drew a foul.
That's exactly what he wanted to see, I believe. Campbell drives, kicks back out to Ritterkoff. Back over to Campbell. Strader wanting it in the post. Campbell on the block. Gets it over to Miles. Johnson continues to play back off of her. Johnson kicks it. Campbell kicks it to Miles. She's going to throw it out of bounds. Campbell couldn't get a hand on it.
Into the game, Lady Bearcats, number 35, Ella Baum.
Baum back into the game for Anderson County. 3:38 to go here in the second quarter.
Bearcats lead 23-8.
Johnson being met by Brooke Campbell. Great defense there. I think he 30-second timeout. Ball went out of bounds. We're going to stay here. 30-second timeout. John, this is kind of what we expected. Anderson County, they've been hitting a lot of shots. They're getting good looks. And what impresses me most about them, though, is their defense. Central's gotten very few open shots.
That's true. This has been a very entertaining game, even though the things are not working out for Central, but they are doing a lot of things right. If you want entertainment for the whole family, check out Galaxy Bowling and Arcade. They have great food and more. Check them out here in Richmond, Galaxy Bowling Center in Richmond.
I'm so hungry. If anybody wants to bring me a bacon barbecue burger from Galaxy, that would be lovely.
You see,
That's my favorite.
I've loved everything I've got from there, but I've never had the burger. So I need to grab a burger there and a root beer from A&W, and I'm all set.
Ball is going to stay here with Anderson County. Glass met by Carter at the top of the key. They're trying to trap now. Baum drives, looks to kick it back out. Back across to Johnson, who's not come out of the game yet. Cooper in and out, fighting for the rebound. It's going to go to Madison Central. Doing a better job boxing out down there. Trying to prevent the second chance points for the Lady Bearcats. Brittany Campbell across the timeline. Strader coming off a screen, and she's going to look off the three and take a jumper at the top of the key.
In and out.
Story of the night so far for the Lady Indians. Johnson with the rebound, and she's got Carter on her. Here comes a screen. Good job staying with Johnson there. Carter trying to prevent her from getting the ball. It's really hard to do that with that type of size and speed. Campbell nearly comes up with a steal. Cooper drives, loses the ball. Ritterkoff comes up with it, and Campbell's going to push it. Throws it up to Brooke Campbell. Ritterkoff with a long three. Off the glass, no good. Rebound by Baum. Baum up to Johnson. Looks to penetrate, kicks it back out to Cooper. Spin move, gets into the paint. Kicks back out. Three-pointer off back rim. Rebound by Carter, and she looks to push it. She's got a lane to the basket, and she's going to take it all the way and one. Count the basket. That's 4 points for Carter so far.
Basket by Carter.
This is our first game that we have got to call for Central this year, but I remember watching Carter play last year. Love her physicality. We talked about watching these young ladies just play physical basketball, and Carter is the embodiment of that. Always plays tough, never afraid of anything. Love watching her play basketball.
Foul there on Cooper. Cuts the lead to 12, 23-11. She makes the free throw. Half-court trap look here from Madison Central. Carter up top. Cross-court pass nearly picked off to Campbell there. Johnson gets an open look for three. Off back rim, rebound by Campbell. Looking to push it, and Madison Central's got something going. Gets it up to Strader. Decides to back it out and reset the offense. On-ball screen by Carter. Strader backs out. Drives to the basket. Needs to go somewhere with it. Draws the double team. Back out to Carter, who's going to give it to Campbell. Minute and a half left till the break. Campbell over to Metcalf. Looking to penetrate. Nice ball fake underneath to Carter, who's going to get another trip to the free throw line. Doing a great job being physical in there, like you mentioned, getting those foul calls.
Lady Bearcats, number 11, Madison Glass.
That needed to be two fouls. That was a hard foul on Carter. Took a little bit to get up.
She earned every bit of it. And try to cut further into this lead and add to her team leading 5 points. First one's nothing but net. Couple subs coming back in. McGregor and Wells for Anderson County. Second free throw up and good. 23-13. Madison Central trying to chip away at this lead. Throwing the ball back and forth at midcourt. Gets it to the center. Glass is going to take a jumper. In and out. Now they're experiencing some of the woes that Central saw earlier on. Rebound by Strader. Crossover. Gets into the paint. Goes up. Good rebound by Carter underneath. Goes up and good.
I hope we have instant replay tonight because that was an incredible play by Carter.
Here's that instant replay brought to you by Exodus Driver Training. Great rebound. Goes up strong with it. That foul there called on number 5.
Jamie, just like that, we have a ball game. We are 23-17.
Foul there on Campbell.
Lady Indians, number 15, Brooke Campbell.
Still with the full court pressure here. Actually, they're going to back off of it a little bit. 23-16, under a minute left here in the second. Johnson across the timeline. Maybe looking to kill a little bit of time. Carter up on her. Strader playing off bomb to help out if Johnson drives. She gets by her, gets into the paint, kicks back out to bomb for the three. Strader made up good ground off the rim. Rebound by Campbell. 24 seconds left. She looks to push it. Gets it back to Strader. Back to Campbell to hold for the final shot of the half. We were at 23-8. 15-point lead shrunk to 7. 8-0 run here. And Central trying to close out the half with another one, and they do. Campbell with the bucket. Inbound to Johnson. She's not going to get a shot off. 5-point lead. I don't think that would have counted. Did it go in?
It went in, but it was a little late.
Yeah, I completely missed it when the buzzer went off. I looked away. She made the three-quarter court shot. That will not count. We're going to go into a 2-minute break and come back to break out in the first half right here on WBON TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Madison Central on WBON TV and your A&W All-American Foods Game of the Week. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey. John, what started out, it looked like it was going to be a victory in a landslide for Anderson County. The Bearcats came out. I think they probably could have shot it backwards with their eyes closed, left-handed, and made everything. They finally came back to earth a little bit, stopped making everything, and Madison Central turned up the heat. 10-0 run to close the half, and now only trail by 5.
Love it. It's been turned into a great ball game. Eden Carter came in, provided that spark on defense and offense. She's 3 of 4 right now with field goal attempts, and just providing that spark that the Indians needed to get this fire going. What a great way to end the half, and I hope that the second half comes out with the electricity that ended with.
Absolutely. Such great energy, and I think it all started on the defensive end. Lots of on-ball pressure. They started more of a half-court trap style, and most of their points came in transition. John, I'm going to be honest, there were a lot of times in that first half I was wondering what they were trying to do offensively. I know that there's a lot of length with this Anderson County team to just not get a lot of open looks, but ultimately Madison Southern did rebound, no pun intended, or Madison Central, I said it again. Please Please don't fire me. Madison Central rebounded, especially in the offensive end, really, really well, with Parker picking up some slack on the offensive glass, made all 3 of her free throws, and they continued to battle back and come out with all the momentum here to start the second half.
You're talking about rebounds. I mean, Coach got fired up because there was one time when the Bearcats went up, missed a shot, and then no Indians went up after the ball. And Coach let them hear about it. And after he kind of laid down the thunder, so to speak, I mean, it was all she wrote. Indians started making every shot, going up for rebounds, playing much more physical, and became the better team there to end the first half.
And I really feel like that was the turning point. That play, when they gave up an offensive rebound on the Anderson County end, that Madison Central really turned up the heat, started to look for open shots, to be more aggressive offensively, and they absolutely made it happen. Let's take a look at some more of those halftime stats, sponsored by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond. Make your home stand out amongst the rest with Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond. They specialize in kitchen and bathroom countertops. Can also provide unique looks for your fireplace, outdoor grills, and other areas of your home. Visit them online at bluegrassmarblegranite.com. We noted coming into the game that very much a two-headed monster for this Anderson County team. Lainey Johnson and Jenna Satterley coming in averaging the most points. And Jenna Satterley came in and hit her first 2 threes, never touched the rim, got in foul trouble, and went out. That was another important turning point in that half for me when Satterley was forced to go to the bench due to getting her second foul. So we'll see her again here in the third quarter, I believe. For Madison Central, led in scoring by Eden Carter. She's got 10 in the first half. 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 of 4 from the floor. And it's really just doing it all with hustle. I think all of her baskets have been from the free throw line or the paint, doing a little bit of everything.
She's drew some fouls. I mean, she's taking those shots down low. She's being covered by 2 or 3 Bearcats and drawing those fouls. I said it before, and I remember last year just her toughness, her relentless, her physicality, and it's on full display tonight, and she's having herself a game.
Brittany Campbell with 4 rebounds to lead the Lady Indians. Natalia Strader with 2 steals, also been active on the glass with 3 rebounds. That's a place where I think Madison Central can continue to close the gap. Total rebounds, they were out-rebounded by 50%, 19-13 there in the first half. So when the coach, like you said, we'll say made it a point to address the rebounding deficit, there was a big turnaround. We'll see if that gap continues to close. But
see, I'm from East Tennessee. We call that getting chewed out.
Getting chewed out. I like it. And you're not wrong at all, John. But they did respond to it, coming out with a little more confidence this time. But, you know, this Anderson County team, they've only lost 1 game. They're not used to losing. They still have a lead, and they know who they have. They know they have players that can make plays, and they're going to come out and try to build that lead back up to where they had it once, leading 23-8. Now 23-18 after a 10-0 run. We're going to take another 2-minute break and come back to kick off the third quarter right here on WBON TV.
'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
For over 40 years, Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lake's can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lake's can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
Welcome back for the second half of action. Your AFW Foods All-American Game of the Week. The Madison Central Lady Indians host the Anderson County Lady Bearcats in what's turned out to be a fantastic Tuesday night game, as the Lady Indians will get the basketball to try to cut into this 5-point lead that used to be a lot more intimidating. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Inbound to Campbell, who's going to cross over and go right to the basket. Kicks back out straighter, cross court to Ritterkoff. Great ball movement. Ball deflected there, I think, by Johnson. Great rebound by Carter. Kicks back out. Campbell three, no good. Rebound batted around again. Carter got a hand on it. Ritterkoff reaches in and grabs that for a jump ball. It is going to go to Anderson County, but great effort there as they look to turn on the defensive pressure again. Carter, who played her rear end off there in the first half, gets the start in the second half. Johnson gets it to Satterley, back in the game after early foul trouble. She's going to drive around the back, kicks back out, over to the corner to Cooper. Cooper drives, kick, goes in. Nice rebound by Campbell, looking to push it. Numbers are even. Gets it up to Campbell, over to Ritterkoff. Pulls back, Schrader for three. Off back rim. Central yet to hit a three-pointer. They're now 0 for 7 from deep, and we mentioned they like to shoot the ball. They typically shoot around 30%. Not seeing that yet. Schrader called for a foul there. The crowd thought that was a clean steal, and she just came away with the ball.
From up here, it just looked like she reached in, grabbed that ball, and stripped it away, but got called for a foul.
Satterley with her first free throw attempts of the game.
First one is good.
John, you were doing a little recon on social media earlier to look at some recruiting. What did you see from Satterley's Twitter
Satterley
page?
has multiple offers, but has committed to Henderson University.
That was Carter's fourth rebound of the game. Hands off to Ritterkoff. Gets in the lane. Nice pass.
Carter gets the ball down low and is going to, when she goes up, draw another foul, making herself back to the line. What was she in the first half on free throws?
4 for 4.
That's 100%, Jamie.
That's pretty good where I come from, John. That's going to be.
I can do that math.
That's going to be Faith Hyatt's second foul. So no big cause for concern there. And you jinxed her. Great job.
Did. 4 or 5. Still pretty good.
You get the second of 2 here. 24-18. Anderson County leads. Free throw rims in. Great touch there by Carter. Going to back off the pressure a little bit. Settling in the man-to-man defense with Carter chasing Johnson. On-ball screen, staying right in her pocket. Satterley looking to get her the ball, finally does. On-ball screen by Hyatt. She drives baseline, tries to kick it to the corner and loses it back to Central.
Johnson has about a foot on Carter, but just can't match the heart right now. Carter is just all over the place.
Then we did see her early on go to the post and score from the post position. Be interesting to see if she goes back there in a next possession or two. Ritterkoff into the lane, kicks to Schrader. Schrader, leading scorer on this team, only had 2 in the first half. She drives, jump stop, off rim, gets her own rebound, looks to go back up, kick back out to Campbell, 3 ball, goes over the basket, out of bounds, back to Anderson County. You know, John, as long as I've been calling basketball games, I feel like everything, averages are averages for a reason. The majority of time during a game, things are going to average out. They're 0 for 8 from three-point land right now. You have to think they're going to start falling at some point, right?
They'd have to, so hopefully they will.
Cooper in the corner. Drive to the basket by Baum. Hands off to Satterley. Up and under. No good. Rebound knocked around. Campbell comes down with it. Slows it down to wait on the offense. Over to Ritterkoff. Drives into the lane. Loses it. Gets it back. Foul called. See who that is whistled on. That's called on Cooper. It's her second foul of the game as well. Lady Indians will inbound. Campbell with it on the wing. On ball screen. Great pass underneath. Ball movement all around the court, and now another three is good. That's the best ball movement we've seen of the game, and now the lead is down to 2.
So many opportunities to take a 2 right there, and they kick it out to her for that three-pointer, and it drops.
Cooper off back rim, fight for the rebound. Carter comes up with it on the floor. Opportunity to tie or take the lead here from a team that was down 15 points early in the second quarter. Campbell crossover, kicks over to her sister. Drives. Nice cut. Again with great ball movement. Trying to find the right shot. They were able to do last time. Nice backdoor cut. Kick back out to Strader. Another 3. Off back rim rebound by Johnson. Satterley kicks back out to Baum, drives into the lane. Offensive foul called. Ella Baum, her first foul of the game.
It was a great heads-up play by Baum. Draw that foul from the offensive player.
Olivia Metcalf giving Ritterkoff a break. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Campbell met at midcourt, gets it over to Strader, trying to get into the post to Campbell. No go. Carter will take it, and she'll go all the way to the basket, draws contact, up, off back rim, knocked out of bounds, going to stay here to Central, and they'll inbound under their own basket.
4:20 here to go in the third. Lead is to 2, 24-22 at Anderson County.
Campbell to inbound, Central in a box formation. On ball screen, gets it to Strader in the corner. Gets into the paint, knocked out of bounds, no call. Another 3 in and out. Foul on the rebound, believe that's going to be called on Carter, and it is. As hard as she's played, just her second foul. Yep.
I thought that was going to be a jump ball, but they ended up calling a foul, and rightly so. It was very physical.
It was. It's been a physical ball game.
Jamie, I don't think Johnson's come out of this game other than halftime starting to look a little winded, in my opinion. Madison County has a little depth, able to rotate pretty much the whole team whenever they want.
Johnson finally gets a look, set a triple screen there to get her free from Carter. Carter doing a great job, but a good job there by Johnson and her teammates to get a good look. Leads back to 4. Metcalf's going to take a 3.
And she hits it, banks it in. 25-26, 1-point ball game.
Like we mentioned, Anderson County, not only have they won 13 of their 14 games, most of them convincingly. We'll have to see how they react to being, to trailing on the road to a team playing as hard as Central is. Steal there by Campbell, looking to take the lead. Gets it up to Campbell. Looks to kick it back out. Metcalf into the post, goes up, kicks back out to Campbell, who has a wide open 3. No good. Strader's going to be called for a foul on the rebound. That's 2 consecutive rebounding fouls.
Looks like Miles may be relieving her of her duties temporarily.
Timeout. We're going to take a minute break. We'll be right back on WBON TV.
Gwen's Fine Jewelers, voted best of the best jewelry store and voted best of the best jewelry repair shop. Gwen's has the best prices on diamonds. Let Gwen's design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, located next to Hobby Lobby in the Carriage Gate Shopping Center, Richmond. Or find them online at gwensfinejewelers.com.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
We've got ourselves a ball game here at Madison Central High School on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Madison Central trailing Anderson County by 1 point. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Central's defense has been causing problems. Anderson County called for an over and back there on the trap at half court.
Excellent defensive play by Carter to make that happen, reaching in for the ball and made her go back over the line.
Anderson County bringing in Ellie Schaus, try to get a different look on this offense, try to get some more open looks for the shooters. Campbell on the wing. Into Carter in the post, kicks back out, knocked out of bounds, going to stay here with Central. Metcalf to inbound in the corner. In my opinion, probably the hardest place to inbound on the court if there's pressure, but they let her inbound to Campbell. Got an open shooter in the corner. We'll see if she goes to her on ball screen. Good adjustment there by Anderson County to get back on Campbell. She drives into the paint, looking for an open shooter. Miles over to Metcalf. Cross court to Campbell. Looking for the right shot. Very patient on offense. Had kind of been working through Strader. She's on the bench. She's making her way back to the table now. Trying to find an identity. Great backdoor pass there. Miles with the rebound. Fouled on the shot. Metcalf and Johnson hit the deck as well.
Foul on the Lady Bearcats, number 35, Ella Baum.
Foul on Baum there.
At the line.
Chance to tie this one up or take the lead here.
Absolutely. Miles attempting her first free throws of the game. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
We got a tied ball game, 26-all.
Number 21.
Madison County has the chance to take the lead for the first time in this game.
Second free throw, in and out. Tie ball game, great rebound by Carter. That's been the epitome of what's been happening with this Madison Central team, and they continue to make it happen. Now leading 28-26, first lead of the ball game. Schaus with it, stolen by Strader, and she's gonna go all the way, have a wide open layup, and it's good. Timeout called, 30-second timeout. We're gonna stay here, John. I want to repeat, this team was down 23-8. They are on a 22-3 run over a team that's 13-1.
So Anderson County had 23 points coming into out of the half. Here we are wrapping up the third quarter, and they've only scored 3 points. Madison County doing everything they can, taking the lead here. I've got chill bumps. This has been a heck of a ball game.
It really has been, and it's promising to be a strong finish. The defensive pressure from this Madison Central team really causing problems for Anderson County. Satterley handling the point guard responsibilities once again. Crosses the timeline, met by Miles. Baum on the wing. Hands off to Cooper. Switch there defensively. Cooper nowhere to go with it. Great pressure by Campbell. They finally get it to Johnson. She drives. Banks it in from the block to cut the lead back to 2. Again, such a height advantage and such a skilled player in Johnson. Campbell drives. Back over to Strader. Team seems to function better offensively when she's back in there. Campbell drives. Carter with it over to Miles. Miles decides to back it out and reset. Miles did hit a 3 in the first half. Really impressive shooting form. Johnson's backed way off of her to let her run the clock out for the remainder of the quarter.
And that looks like what they're going to do. Just Miles standing there dribbling as time expires.
20 seconds remaining. Trying to set something up.
Tell me again how big of a run Madison County's been on.
I can't do math and call the game. Give me 2 seconds. Strader comes off a screen, looks off a 3, 5 to shoot, looking to get rid of it. She's going to take a contested 3, knocked out of bounds. So it's not deflected. It's going to go to Anderson County, less than a second remaining. They went on a 22-3 run, John.
It's incredible.
Absolutely insane. Going to let the quarter run out. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back for the fourth quarter of this fantastic action right here on WBON TV.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our lineup of dependable trucks and become part of the winning tradition.
Hi, I'm Haley, one of the owners and managers at Just Love Coffee in Berea. Just Love Coffee is a franchise that was set up as a mission of love to help children get adopted. Just Love Coffee is a full-service restaurant that features artisan coffee creations, plus an all-day food menu that includes golden waffles, delicious sandwiches, and filling craveable wraps. Just Love Coffee, a half mile off exit 76 in Berea, in our newly renovated location at 636 Chestnut Street.
Fourth quarter of a fantastic ball game here on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Madison Central now leads Anderson County 30-28 going into the fourth quarter after a 22-3 run. They've got the basketball. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey in the A&W All-American Foods Game of the Week. Madison Central looking to pull an upset over one of the top teams in the state by record and by skill set. After watching these ladies play, this is a fantastic team, but Central's matched their play with energy and toughness. Campbell gets it underneath the Miles. Wide open look is in. She was able to recognize the double team and dish it to the other block. 4-point lead for the Lady Indians. Satterley, no doubt, going to try to get the ball to Johnson here or to get Satterley an open look for 3.
Johnson has Carter all over. It's going to be hard for her to do anything.
3, well contested by Strader. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Campbell. Great heads-up play there by Johnson as she chased the ball out of bounds. Anderson County will inbound from the corner. Looking to get it to Johnson, and she does. She's going to get all the way to the basket. Foul called, calling a block on Strader. Crowd not loving that.
It's going to be her third, if I'm not mistaken.
Johnson's going to go to the free throw line. 1 of 2 in the first half from the free throw line. Again, trying to cut into this Madison Central lead. This team typically shoots a lot of outside shots, hit a lot early, has gone cold, now trying to go back inside. They had both Johnson and Satterley posted up on that last possession. Both free throws good, cuts the lead back to 2. Campbell across half court, crossover. It's over to Metcalf to Miles. Miles going to take a 15-footer off back rim. Rebound by Strader. It's going to stay here. Foul called there on Baum. And the Anderson County contingent here is not pleased with that call. Campbell back in for Miles now. Madison Central to inbound underneath their own basket. Ball screen set for Strader. Out to Campbell. Strader's posted up on Satterley. Not going to be able to get it to her. Back to Campbell. Great job there by Campbell. Misses the lay-in. Great cut, though. Satterley looking to push it. Gets it up to Johnson. She's met by Carter and Campbell and gets by both of them. Is going to be fouled on the floor before the shot goes up. What a move there to lose the defenders. Fouls on Carter. It's going to be her third. Satterley to inbound. Back out to Cooper. Still trying to get it to Johnson. Campbell now on Johnson. Give Carter a little bit of a break from her. Satterley crossover. Hold called on Strader. Foul starting to stack up here a little bit. Strader getting a break. Miles coming back in, as well as Ritterkoff coming in for Metcalf. Central.
Is there going to be 4 on Strader?
I believe it is, so we likely won't see her for a few more minutes. Great fake there by Johnson going in, gets her own rebound, goes back up with it, and she's fouled.
Madison Central finding themselves in a little bit of foul trouble now. Several calls here in the last minute, feels like.
That foul called on Carter as well. Looked like may have been 15 instead of 5, but she's getting the foul in the book, and the lead's cut to 1. And the 2 leading scorers for Central are in foul trouble.
Yeah, I feel like that could be 4 on Carter as well.
Tie ball game with 6:17 remaining.
Lady Indians, number 22, Olivia Metcalf.
You were promised the game of the week, and you're getting nothing else here, thanks to A&W Foods. First time I think we've been without both Strader and Carter on the court. Miles with it, gets it over to Campbell. Going to have to find a way to create some offense here. She drives to the basket. Metcalf off back rim. Rebound knocked around. A lot of physicality in that rebound, but no whistle. Now Johnson with it in the backcourt there as Miles missed the jumper. Johnson drives in. We got a whistle. Think the officials looking at each other deciding what's called. She's going to call foul. That one on Campbell. It's going to be on the floor.
A lot of fouls down here on the Central side of the court. Some of the fans wanting some more calls on the other side. Things tied up here. 32 all. 5 minutes, 37 seconds, and Anderson County takes the lead when Johnson hits her first one. 33-32.
Their first lead since the middle of the third quarter. 1 for 2. 33-32. Low scoring ball game here. Campbell wide open. Off back rim. They started out shooting slow, had a hard time finding baskets, and now's not a good time to go through another drought. Hand off to Johnson. Posts up, turnaround jumper, off back rim, rebound by Campbell. Solid defense there. You keep your hands up, you stay strong. Timeout called full, and we're going to take it with them thanks to Mr. Reuter. We'll take a timeout. Be back in 1 minute right here on WBON TV.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who
makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Welcome back to Madison Central High School. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as the Lady Indians of Central trail by 1 to the Anderson County Lady Bearcats. Tremendous comeback in the first half and early third quarter by Madison Central. But this Anderson County team is tough, disciplined. They are not going away. 2 leading scorers for Central, Eden Carter and Natalia Strader on the bench in foul trouble. Central trying to find something going offensively. Great offensive rebound there by Metcalf. Campbell drives. Foul called on number 4, Abigail Wells. Now they will inbound underneath their own basket. Miles to throw it in. Having trouble finding somewhere. Gets it to Campbell. Gets it over to Miles. Back across court to Campbell to reset. Ritterkoff on the wing. Johnson on Campbell. Back to Miles to reset once again. 4:19 left in the ball game. Miles looks off the open 3. Hands off to Campbell. Backdoor cut by Metcalf is wide open for lay-in. Great look there. They've had several open looks, open layups from that backdoor cut. 34-33. Satterley looking for the screen. Doesn't get it. Kicks it over to Wells. Cooper on the wing. Throws the bomb. Back to Wells. Lay in there by Baum. Brooke Campbell went for a steal there early, nearly got it, but that left somebody open underneath the basket as the defense was unable to adjust, and now Anderson County's lead back to 1. Ritterkoff with it. Back to Campbell. Drives. Double team. Kicks it to Miles. She's got time. Timeout, 30-second timeout. We're going to stay here with them. Big thanks to A&W Foods for sponsoring our game of the week. As we said earlier, if you're just tuning in, you've missed a great one. Madison Central down 23-8 early on, went on a 22-3 run. Currently trail by 1 with about 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. You have to think, John, that Carter and Strader are going to check back in soon. Both have 4 fouls, but they're going to need them on the court, I think, if they're going to win this late.
You're a coach. I'm not, I would think I would put them in with about 2 minutes left to go. Would you disagree with that? Or would you bring them in early? Bring them in now?
I would be nervous, and I would go to him now. And he is.
They're doing a really good job without them holding them off and keeping everything contained. But they're in the game now. Let's see what they do. See if they can stay out of foul trouble. 1 more and they're done, right?
Yep. It's 5 in high school. Campbell, great pass there by Strader. She gets position, goes up. No good. And that's going to be it for one of them.
Strader's out. Well,
nope, they called it on Carter, and she's done. Not the foul you want her to go out on. She was fighting for the rebound there.
3 seconds.
Appeared to be in good defensive position with her hands up, but the aggressive defensive pressure is what gotten Central back in this game. And
but not only is Carter out, but now Anderson County found himself with a bonus. They're going to go to the line every time there's a foul. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Jamie.
Satterley adds to the lead, up by 2. Second free throw is good as well. Now they trail by 3. See what the coach is drawing up offensively. Fake the handoff to Strader, get it to Ritterkoff, back to Strader, looks at a three, looks long, it is, rebound by Cooper. Back to Satterley, up to Johnson. Johnson with Strader on her. Strader with 4 fouls. Johnson gives it up, over to Baum. Johnson kicks out to Satterley. She's going to take her time. We'll see if Coach wants him to put pressure on.
Certainly
Wasting
not by
some
Strader.
clock here. He is going to have him do some pressure. Cooper. Cross court to Satterley. Good steal there by Campbell, trying to get it in the post to Johnson. Coach True's telling him to push it. Ritterkoff for three.
Oh, in and out.
They should get a point and a half for that. Just under 2 minutes left. Going to have to turn up the defensive pressure just a little bit here and be a little more aggressive offensively. Cooper in the corner looking to get rid of it. Think he called a kicked ball. So we're going to stay here with Anderson County.
That's good. I thought Schrader had just picked up her 5th, so I'll take that.
Inbound across court to Wells. Looking to get it back to Satterley. She's going to take it in the corner over to Cooper. She drives, gets it to Johnson. They can certainly cause some pressure here, and they nearly get a steal. A lot of contact, no call there.
Coach wants them to play faster, get down the court on offense, try to make something happen.
No handoff to Strader. She's going to hit the deck. No foul call. Ritterkoff. Campbell can go all the way to the basket, kick it out to Metcalf. She's wide open. Just off. Rebound by Baum. Under a minute left. Going to continue to apply this half-court pressure. It has been effective, but it also leaves people open anytime you trap. Timeout called. That's going to be a full. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Thanks to Mr. Reuter. Will be back to finish the game up on WBON TV.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Trucking companies are looking for qualified licensed drivers. Get your CDL training at Exodus Driver Training, located on Richmond Road, connected to Renfro's Collision in Berea. Take advantage of their flexible training schedule or get your license in just 4 weeks. Exodus Driver Training is your way out of the cubicle, out of staring at the same 4 walls, out of that factory job you can't stand. Your way out to an open road of opportunity. Financing available. Visit excdl.com to learn more or like them on Facebook.
Under a minute remaining in your A&W Foods Game of the Week on WBON TV. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey. Madison Central Lady Indians trail 37-34. The ball will be inbounded by Anderson County at midcourt. Central's been applying heavy pressure in the half court. You have to think if they don't get a steal soon, they're going to have to start fouling. Inbound to Cooper. Satterley wants it back, and she gets it. Back to Cooper in the corner. Over to Wells. Nearly travels. Got a call here. It thought it was going to be a jump ball instead. That's going to be a foul on Brittany Campbell. Send Wells to the line. She is yet to attempt a free throw during this game. Big free throws for her team. Up and in.
Ritterkoff comes in, relieving Miles.
A little offense for defense there. Free throw up and good. 5-point lead for Anderson County. Gonna have to get 2 quick possessions here if you're Madison Central. Brittany Campbell on ball screen there by Strader. Metcalf in the corner for three. Off back rim. Rebound by Baum and gets it to Johnson. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Off of Johnson goes to Madison Central underneath their own basket. Great effort there. These ladies from Madison Central, John, they play hard, very physical basketball.
I love their whole attitude. I mean, when things get tough, they get tougher, and I love watching them play ball.
Another full timeout. We'll take this last one with them, give our sponsors some love on WBON TV.
If it won't go down.
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy. You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
20 seconds remaining here at Madison Central. Lady Indians to inbound. Need to make something happen here. Need to get a good look. Got to score 2 baskets. Inbound to Campbell. She drives to the basket, goes up strong, and she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. We'll foul on Satterley. 5-point lead, 17 seconds left. Situation you try to make both free throws. Missing and getting rebounds, not in the playbook just yet. Off back rim. So many shots this half, John, I feel like have done just that. They've been accurate, a little bit too tough.
Too tough or just going in and out. I feel like we've seen a lot of those as well.
Second one up and good. Now here comes the full court pressure. 4-point lead for Anderson County. 17 seconds. Man-to-man look. Cooper in the corner with it. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson up to Satterley. 13 seconds. Gonna have to foul. Ritterkoff has to foul. Strader has 4. Now we're going to go to the line for 2. Interesting rule change in high school basketball this year. Done away with the 1-and-1 bonus. Every bonus is 2 free throws. Cost you a little bit more. Satterley has a really good-looking shot from deep and the free throw line, looking to push the lead to 6 here, and she does. 10 seconds left. Wells back in for Anderson County. Campbell looks to pick it up on the roll, saving some clock here. Think you would have to have a 3. Metcalf's going to take it. That one's short. Rebound. Satterley has it, and they're going to run out the clock, and that's going to do it. Anderson County Lady Bearcats 41, Madison Central Lady Indians 35. And we're going to jump right into our pregame show, John. This has been a great basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't start off that way, right? I mean, we went into the second quarter with the Indians only having, 6 points on the board, and then you talked about a 23-3 run to close out to start the third quarter. Things didn't finish up the way we wanted to, but I love the Indians' mentality. They got tough. They played through adversity and made this a nail-biter to the very end.
This post-game show brought to you by Chenault Vineyard. Chenault Vineyards become the go-to destination for families and friends to enjoy fun and entertainment and a relaxing atmosphere. See why so many people spend their weekends at Chenault Vineyards at ChenaultVineyards.com. You're right, John. It doesn't get much more exciting than a big comeback that is driven from defensive pressure, and this team played very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, led to turnovers and baskets in transition, it just felt like, I said it earlier kind of as a joke, but one team shot a little bit better than the other, and that was the entire difference tonight.
They sure did. We have your play of the game brought to you by Exodus Driver Training. You can get your commercial driver's license right here in Madison County. At Exodus Driver Training in Berea, you can earn your license in as little as 4 weeks or take advantage of their flexible training schedule. You can like them on Facebook to learn more. Jamie, there's several plays by Carter that would qualify in my book of this play of the game by Exodus Driver Training. But I love I think you called it the backdoor cut. Central really did a good job of mastering that play and getting some wide open looks when things weren't looking good. So that's going to be your drive of the game, brought to you by Exodus Driver Training. Jamie was just handed final stats. Those are going to be brought to you by Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Berea, they work hard to help you get the beautiful, healthy smile that you deserve. You can like them on Facebook to learn more about Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Berea.
Madison Central was led in points by Eden Carter. Off the bench, came in and gave a spark defensively, hit the glass really hard, also had 7 rebounds to lead the team, play a fantastic basketball game. Unfortunately fouled out with a couple minutes left, wasn't able to finish it up. Natalia Strader had 7 points, Olivia Metcalf with 5, Brittany Campbell with 3, Cameron Ritterkoff with 2, Brooke Campbell with 2, and Jordan Miles with 3. For Anderson County, we talked about it beforehand. It's Lainey Johnson and Jenna Satterley. Johnson with 16, Satterley with 11. Ella Baum, the leading rebounder for the team, had 11.
I know that the final score didn't go in Central's favor, but keeping those two well under their average for the season, about halfway to their average, actually. So good job defensively by Central, just not able to walk away with the win. Jamie, I want to throw things back to you for the Performance Player of the Game, brought to you by CT Diesel Performance. Who are you going to say is the player of the game for Central, even though they walk away with another loss?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Eden Carter today. Just the difference that she made when she came into the game and how different the team looked when she wasn't on the court. Her defensive pressure, especially when she was guarding Lainey Johnson. Lainey had a lot of trouble getting loose and getting an open look when Carter was on her, and she did a great job playing defense and also led the team in points. A lot of those put back, second chance points off on offensive rebounds. So this Central team is headed in the right direction. Nearly beat a top-tier Anderson County team who improves to 14-1. Madison Central now 6-8. Will be back in action. Looking back at their schedule, they now, my website timed out, John. Now their next game will be at Rowan County on Friday night. So stay tuned for updates there. And for all sports in the area here on WBON TV, big thanks to Gage and Aiden producing the game, Dawson and Beck with their wonderful camera work. For John Bailey, For John Bailey, I'm Jamie Boggs, and this has been your A&W Foods Game of the Week on WBON TV.